students, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Salma Agustina, a first semester nutrition student. Okay, on this occasion, I will discuss food calories. Surely many of you are familiar with the term calorie, especially for those who are on a diet. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Nah, what are calories? A calorie is a unit of energy. Historically, scientists have defined calorie to mean a unit of energy or heat that could come from a variety of sources, such as coal or gas. In a nutritional sense, all types of food, whether they are fat, protein, carbohydrate, or sugar, are important sources of calories, which people need to live and function. What is important for our body? The human body needs calories to survive. Without energy, the cell in the body would die. The heart and lungs would stop and the organ would not be able to carry out the basic process needed for living. Now, people absorb this energy from food and drink. If people consume only the number of calories every day, they would probably have healthy life. Calorie consumption that is too low or too high will eventually lead to health problems. So far, we already know what calories are. Let's move on the next slide. This slide shows several pictures of the type of food and the number of calories. There is olive oil, avocado, and dark chocolate. What foods contain a lot of calories? Foods that are considered high calorie or calorically dense have a high amount of calories relative to their serving size. According to the Mayo Clinic, oils, butter, and other fat food, and sugary, sweet are high-calorie food. While high-calorie food are often associated with junk food, some are high in nutrition as well. Next, there are pictures of vegetable and fruit group. There are spinach, orange, and broccoli, with their respective calories. Vegetable and fruits are a low-calorie food group. Foods that are considered low-calorie have a low amount of calories relative to their serving size. Fruits, and especially vegetables, are usually relatively low in calories. Then how do we know the number of calories needed by our body? Well, according to Harris Benedict, here's now to count calories. The first for men: 66 plus 13.7 multiplied the weight in kilogram, then added 5 multiplied the height in centimeter, then subtract by 6.8 multiplied the 8. For women, 6.55 plus 9.6 multiplied the weight in kilogram, then plus 1.8 multiplied the height in centimeter, then subtracting 4.7 multiplied the height. The BMR calculation result are then multiplied by the person's average daily activity rate. This figure ranges from 1.2 till 1.9 depending on how high a person's daily activity is. The less often a person does physical activity, the lower the daily activity rate will be. Next, how do calories relate to our body height? According to the CDC, if you are maintaining your weight, you are in caloric balance. This means that every day you are consuming roughly the same amount of calories you are burning. If you are in caloric excess, you are eating more calories than you are burning, and you will gain weight. If you are in caloric deficit, you are burning more calories than you are eating, and you will lose weight. When people want to lose weight, they often attempt to have a caloric deficit. But even a person with a caloric deficit needs to consume sufficient calories to function and stay healthy. Eating enough calories helps maintain muscle mass during the weight loss process them to have a caloric deficit. But even a person with a caloric deficit needs to consume sufficient calories to function and stay healthy. Eating enough calories helps maintain muscle mass during the weight loss process. It turns out that our weight is very closely related to the number of calories we consume. So, what should we do to keep our body weight stable? Okay, number 1, follow a healthy diet, and if you are overweight or obese, reduce your daily intake by 500 calories for weight loss. Number 2, consuming sufficient calories during the weight loss process is also important to maintain a healthy metabolic rate. Number 3, eat healthy snack during the day if you want to gain weight. Number 4, limit portion size to control calorie intake. And the last one, be as physically active as you can be and limit the time you spend being physically inactive. Next, if someone is interested of losing his or her weight, what can he or she do? Whether someone chooses to count calories or take a behavior change approach, it is important to find ways to not just slash calories but replace them with healthier options that are still emotionally and physically gratifying for that individual. Someone interested in losing weight should consider how many calories he or she is eating, how many calories he or she needs, and the difference between those number. If someone is eating more calories than necessary, that person will need to change his or her behavior. It's important that behavior change to sustainable pattern that reduce calories. So that's the discussion about calories. I hope this video can be useful for all of us. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.